What's your age?
32.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a divorce lawyer.
As a divorce lawyer, would you say that divorces are initiated most by men or by women?
Women, 90% of the time.
I don't know if it's 90, but vast majority of the time.
Why is that the case?
I think that they yap with their friends, and I think they get real frustrated where guys are like, I'll get to it tomorrow. And I think the women just get in their heads and they're like, all right, I'm done.
I agree 100% with this. The second part I would add is that men are protectors and providers, and they're going to do everything they can to save the marriage while the woman is over there talking to her friends. Most likely one or more of them are divorced, and they're going to tell her how great things could be without this guy.
So women who are sabotaging their own relationships?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of it is that they're getting with their girlfriends, they're angry, they just get frustrated, and they have a lot of people in their ears. And I think they just when they're done, they're done.
But surely, as a woman, you shouldn't tolerate any and everything in a relationship.
Definitely not at all. But I feel like things build up really easily with people. And
I do agree. The one piece is that women 100% are more likely to kind of hit the eject button and get out of a divorce because they are significantly more likely to talk to their friends and family about their feelings, what they're going through. And all it takes is one or two influential people in her life to give her the courage to go out and create a change. I also think that women are more likely to look out and around and say, my life could be better if I had X, Y, and Z.
Talking about it more, where you're like pissed off and you get kind of over it quickly.
But how long have you been a divorce attorney?
Probably since 2016, I've been practicing, and then 2017 officially barred.
So being that you've been in the field for 8+ years, do you think that marriage is outdated now?
Outdated, but it's more acceptable to get divorced, right? Because we're seeing it a lot more. It's not taboo.
That is true. Although divorce rates are going down, a lot of it has to do with people getting married later or never getting married. And there's definitely not the stigma around having kids outside of marriage like there used to be. And there's definitely not the stigma around being divorced. So I would tend to agree. It's not that people don't want to get married. It's that the culture is more accepting of individuals who get divorced.
So it's changed.
Do you think that sexless marriages can work?
No. And 100%, every single time, I mostly work for men. So every single time they're in a consult with me, I'm always hearing, I haven't had sex in 10 years. I haven't had sex in 5 years. I haven't had sex in 15 years. And I'm like, here we go again. The sex talk.
I would agree. I don't necessarily hear that as frequently, but I think that lack of sex is a big deal because in general, men crave sex, desire sex more than women. So I think that's a major issue for a lot of men.
Single time. So it's you need to make sure you're doing it 3 to 5. I would say 3. 2. Sometimes you want to go 2 times, 2 to 3, but it really should be 4. 2 to 4 times is ideal.
So a lack of sex in these marriages is the most common theme that you're seeing when they end.
Yeah, because it's connected to more of that. It's not just physical. It's all right, well, if you're not into someone and you're disgusted by them and you're pissed off at them, you're not going to be having sex with them, right? Because you're going to be unattracted to them, you're going to be irritated, and you're not going to be into them. So you're not going to be paying them. So
why do you think people stay in these relationships for so long?
I think they stay in it just because it's comfortable and it's easy and it's really hard. This is marriage is a breakup on steroids. If you're going to get a divorce, it's not just I'm moving my shit out, bye-bye. It's if there's kids involved, forget about it. It's your whole life is upended. It's a major decision.
I would agree with this, that divorce is really, really challenging. I think a lot of times what we see is the woman has been planning for 3, 6, 12 months for a long period of time. Maybe she stayed until the kids hit a certain age or a certain milestone occurred. And men are usually fighting to save their marriage, not thinking about their next steps, which is, I think, why women file the vast majority of the time when it comes to divorce.
your family's affected, your life is affected, half your crap is gone. So it's a little bit tougher than with just a simple breakup.
When a couple goes through a divorce, what's the process typically entail?
Someone has to file, first and foremost, someone's got to file. So you got to fill out the paperwork, file it with the court, and then you've got to serve someone, or they have to sign something saying they've gotten it. So either you have a random stranger who's hired by a service, or you have someone that you know, go and hand them the paperwork, which is always awkward. Or you can tell them, hey, I'm going to divorce you.
It is the best service story I ever have witnessed or been a part of. Is we were representing a man, and him and his ex-girlfriend had a child, and they generally co-parented. She was just generally disagreeable. The guy actually wanted to go to court to get the custody order they were practicing in a court order rather than risk mom getting upset, whatever it may be. And they actually were sharing 50-50 custody. Mom realized dad was trying to serve her, and she would get out of her car. She lived on the 3rd floor of an apartment. She would park in a different spot every single time, and she would open her door and she would take off sprinting. And she would sprint up the stairs, slam the door shut behind her, and wouldn't answer it for the process server. So we actually had to stake out, and our process server could not get her until he actually sat on her porch, hidden underneath the railing, so she didn't see that he was up there. So yeah, process serving, really weird.
And you're going to sign this document saying you've received this, which is always awkward.
So wait, they don't send a sheriff out to serve them, or?
You can't, like, some people will do that where you can get a constable, but it's not a sheriff. If there's a restraining order, you get a sheriff to do it.
Okay.
That's a whole nother.
So they sign that. Then what happens?
Then they have in California, they've got 30 days to file a response. In Massachusetts, where I'm also barred, like, they can just respond. So someone has to respond to it and say, all right, yeah, I want a divorce too. And this is what I want to do. And it's a simple paperwork.
So party A agrees for the divorce, and so does party B. Does that mean that they're officially divorced and that's fun, or?
No, I wish. It'd make things a lot easier, but no, you got to go through this whole rigmarole more. All right, well, what do you have? Show me your paperwork for the past. Show me your bank accounts. Show me your credit card statements. Show me everything. I want to see what your financial assets are. So you got to break it down each person, which causes problems, right? Because someone's on OnlyFans, you're seeing it in their bank account.
We're seeing that more and more. Internet money.
Unlike, Ashley Madison, they used to hide it as American Bank. OnlyFans just says straight up OnlyFans. They have no shame with their billing. So you start seeing these kind of charges and you go, all right, well, we need to do more. I got to look into this. What else have you done? Have you gone to hotels? I want to see more bank statements. Take me back 5 years.
And so this can expose more infidelity in a relationship.
Yeah, and problems. So it's like, all right, now you're doing a deep dive, and now you're starting to snoop through stuff, and you've got some problems.
Okay. But after that process is done with the financial assets and looking at that, is it just the man had... So after that part's done, is it the man has made $100K and the girl makes $50K, so the girl gets 25 from the man, or what?
No. Then you're going to be looking at a whole complicated state-by-state calculation of, all right, how long were you married? Who paid what? Who's doing what? Who can earn what? Like, so now you're looking at all the potential of that, and you're going to get a crazy calculation. And if you're...
There are nearly 20 factors to spousal support in the state of California. So it's a lot more. It's different than child support. It's a lot more than just what you earn.
Married for a decent amount of time, you're going to get some spousal support. If you're like, say the guy's paying all the bills, woman's at home, the guy's going to pay up. He's going to be paying a good amount, and it's going to be for, in California, if it's less than 10 years, he'll be paying half the length of the marriage. Massachusetts, you go, it goes to 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20. It doesn't go, it's more regulated, but just depends.
Being a divorce lawyer for 8 years, are you for prenups or are you against them?
Prenups are amazing. I'm a big fan of prenups. When some of my friends get married, instead of giving them a blender, I give them a prenup because it's a lot more useful, and I just do it for free and set it up. And I know the relationships, you know what to put in there. And it's great. So prenups, and you have a roadmap, basically, of what you're going to do. You can save like $50K on average.
I'm not doing a prenup for a friend. That's one thing I disagree on her with, because usually you're going to be closer to one party than the other. And so when that prenup gets challenged, it just get messy. But I would recommend everyone get a prenup.
If you have a prenup, like easily, because you already say you divide this, do that. And you can put future stuff in there. So vacation home. Okay, I have no vacation home right now, but you put it in the prenup and you can divide your vacation home, or say you have a business, divide your business a certain way. You do certain things.
Yeah. So in general, I agree with just about everything she says. I have no idea who this attorney is. Sounds like she's a California attorney. A lot of nice cars in the background. But yeah, I agree 100%. Women file for divorce. They're the ones that talk the most. Men are trying to save their marriage. And then when it comes to before you get married, I think everyone should get a prenup. Prenup actually increases the likelihood of success in your marriage. So if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer as a California family law attorney, put them in the comments below, and we're going to continue answering some of these questions. And if you like content like this, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel so we can continue to provide you value.